Newton's law of universal gravitation is one of the most important principles in physics. It explains how objects in the universe attract each other, because of their mass. From falling apples, to planets orbiting the sun. This simple idea helps us understand how the entire universe works. Every object in the universe attracts every other object, with a force. This force follows two simple rules. First, it is directly proportional to the product of their masses. That means, bigger masses create a stronger pull. Second, it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So, the farther apart objects are, the weaker the force becomes. Now, let's look at the mathematical form of Newton's law of universal gravitation. The force of gravity is given by this equation, F equals g, multiplied by m1 and m2, divided by r squared. Here, F is the gravitational force. G is a constant. m1 and m2 are the masses of the objects. And r is the distance between them. This simple formula explains how everything in the universe is connected by gravity. Here are the key points of Newton's law of universal gravitation. First, gravity is always an attractive force. It pulls objects closer together. Second, this force acts along the line that connects the centers of the two masses. And finally, the force becomes stronger with larger masses, and weaker as the distance between them increases. Simple rules that control the motion of the entire universe. To understand this better, let's look at a simple analogy. Imagine swinging a stone tied to a string. Your hand represents the earth. The string is gravity. And the stone is the moon. As you swing it, the string pulls the stone inward, while its motion keeps it moving around. If the string breaks, the stone flies away into space. And if it stops moving, it falls straight inward. In the same way, the moon revolves around the earth. Gravity pulls it in, while its speed keeps it from falling straight down. And together, they create the moon's orbit. The main reason the moon stays around Earth is gravity. Earth pulls the moon toward it. A force explained by Newton's law of universal gravitation. But at the same time, the moon is moving sideways through space. So what creates the orbit? Earth's gravity pulls the moon inward, while the moon's motion keeps it moving forward. Instead of crashing into Earth, the moon keeps falling around it. And that continuous fall is what creates an orbit. This same principle also explains why objects fall toward the Earth. From planets in space to things right here on the ground. Gravity is always at work, quietly controlling the motion of everything around us. This law, introduced by Isaac Newton, laid the foundation for classical mechanics. It helped scientists understand how planets move, and why tides rise and fall on Earth. A simple idea that changed the way we see the universe forever. Why do planets move around the sun? Sun with face. Planets don't fall into the sun, and they don't fly away either. Why? Because of a perfect balance. The sun pulls planets inward with gravity. But planets are already moving sideways through space at high speed. So instead of crashing, they keep missing the sun, again and again. This creates a circular path called an orbit. In simple terms, planets are always falling toward the sun, but never reaching it. And that's what keeps them moving around it. Globe showing Europe-Africa sparkles. What keeps planets in orbit? What stops planets from flying away, or crashing into the sun? It's all about balance. The sun's gravity pulls planets inward, while the planet's motion pushes it forward through space. Instead of falling straight into the sun, the planet keeps missing it again and again. And that creates an orbit. Now, what's the force behind all this? F equals gravitational constant multiplied by mass of sun and planet divided by square of distance. This equation describes gravity. It shows how the sun pulls on a planet, like an invisible tether in place. So in reality, a planet is always being pulled in, while moving forward at the same time. And that perfect balance keeps it circling the sun. Imagine swinging a ball on a string. Now think of this. Your hand represents the sun. The string's tension represents gravity. And the ball represents a planet. If the string breaks, the ball flies off in a straight line. But if it keeps moving, it stays in orbit. Now here's the key idea. The gravity of the sun is the force that pulls objects toward itself. Just like a string holds a swinging ball. It pulls planets, comets, and even light pathways in space. And that is how planets keep moving around the sun. Without flying away. Newton versus Einstein, gravity in short. Let's understand gravity in a simple way. First, Newton's law of universal gravitation. According to Newton, gravity is a force of attraction between two masses. This force acts even at a distance and works well for planets and everyday objects. In simple words, objects pull each other. Now, let's look at Einstein's idea. According to Einstein's general relativity, gravity is not a force. Instead, it is the bending or curvature of space and time. This theory works for very large masses and very high speeds, like near stars and black holes. In simple terms, space bends, and objects follow that curve. So remember, Newton says gravity is a force. Einstein says gravity is curved spacetime.